However, behind her captivating presence and confident exterior, Lauren Bacall experienced repeated struggles with romantic relationships that puzzled many. She often found herself in tumultuous partnerships that seemed to bring her more grief than happiness. Her choices in love, despite her strong personality, appeared to be marked by vulnerability and disappointment. Some suggest that her openness and straightforward nature may have made her more susceptible to emotional pain in her relationships. Others believe her high standards and desire for genuine connection created friction in her romantic life. These difficulties often overshadowed her successes, leaving many to wonder why someone so charismatic and resilient kept facing heartbreak. Her story reveals a complex interplay between her bold public image and her private struggles with men, showing that even those who seem strongest can face deep personal challenges. Starting with her life beyond her marriage, Lauren Bacall was a true Hollywood icon who stood out as more than just Humphrey Bogart's widow. She was a trailblazer who helped redefine the role of a leading lady during the golden age of cinema. While many remember her for her marriage to Bogart, Bacall's career and influence went far beyond that. She was a talented actress who made her own path through both film and theater. Her work on the big screen was marked by memorable performances that showcased her unique voice, sultry looks, and confident presence. She was known for her strong screen presence and her ability to command attention in every role she took on. In addition to her film success, Bacall also made a significant impact on Broadway, earning 2 Tony Awards for her performances on stage. Her talent was acknowledged not only by audiences but also by critics, which led to her receiving an Academy Award nomination and an honorary Oscar, honors that recognized her as one of the last great stars of Hollywood's golden era. Her career lasted over 70 years, a testament to her enduring talent and resilience. Beyond acting, she became a symbol of independence and elegance, embodying qualities that inspired many women during her lifetime and after. Her legacy is shaped not only by her beautiful appearances, but by her fierce spirit, poise, and the way she broke boundaries for women in entertainment. Bacall's influence extended beyond her roles, inspiring future generations to pursue their own paths in a sometimes limited industry. She remains a shining example of a woman who was more than just a star. She was a landmark in Hollywood history. Born Betty Joan Persky on September 16, 1924, in the Bronx, New York, Lauren Bacall's early life was shaped by a series of challenges and powerful familial connections. Her parents, both of Jewish descent, came from immigrant backgrounds, and her ties to her heritage were profound. Bacall's first cousin was Shimon Peres, the former president of Israel, linking her to an influential family legacy. However, her childhood was far from ideal. At just 5 years old, Bacall's parents divorced, a traumatic event that left a lasting impact on her. Her father, an alcoholic, left the family, and Bacall's mother, a secretary, became the sole caregiver. The emotional strain of growing up in a single-parent household undoubtedly influenced Bacall's strong-willed nature and her determination to succeed. These early hardships helped form the resilience that would later define her career in Hollywood and her personal life. Bacall's story is one of perseverance and strength, as she rose from a challenging childhood to become one of the most iconic actresses of her generation. Immediately noticing her from the cover of Harper's Bazaar magazine, Howard Hawks, a renowned director known for discovering talent, was captivated by her striking appearance, especially her haunting green eyes that seemed to hold a quiet promise of something extraordinary. Despite Bacall being far from an actress at that time, Hawks saw beyond her fashion photo and recognized a potential star. His first impression was that she had a unique beauty that could translate well on screen, but he also observed her high-pitched voice and advised her to make a significant change. Hawks told her to lower her voice, suggesting she develop a smoky, growling tone that would add depth and allure. Bacall listened carefully and put effort into this advice, working to deepen her voice until it became one of her most recognizable features. The transformation turned out to be a turning point in her career, as her sultry, commanding voice came to symbolize her persona, feminine yet strong, setting her apart from other actresses of her time. This encounter with Hawks was the beginning of a remarkable journey that would lead Bacall to become one of Hollywood's most iconic figures, defined by her captivating gaze and distinctive voice. Her career soared, and she remained forever linked to the moment Hawks chose to see her potential that others might have overlooked. Certainly, here's a detailed account based on the provided summary. From the moment Lauren Bacall stepped in front of the camera for her very first film, she made a striking impression that would last forever in Hollywood history. Her debut came in the movie To Have and Have Not in 1944, where she starred alongside the legendary Humphrey Bogart. Despite her nerves, which caused her hands to tremble so badly she had to concentrate hard on keeping them steady, Bacall's natural talent and captivating presence shone through. During her scene, she developed a subtle yet powerful gesture, lowering her chin and looking up through her lashes. This movement became her signature, a seductive stance that conveyed confidence, mystery, and allure all at once. It was as if she had found a secret weapon to command the camera and dazzle viewers. That look became instantly recognizable and turned her into a star overnight. Audiences and critics alike were captivated by her magnetic gaze and the air of sensuality she exuded effortlessly. The look was more than just a gesture. It became an iconic symbol of Hollywood's golden age. Photographers and columnists celebrated it, often featuring her as the quintessential femme fatale, embodying glamour and intrigue in a way that seemed both natural and irresistible. Her debut and her signature look helped transform Lauren Bacall into one of the most celebrated actresses of her generation, forever linked with that unforgettable image that defined her rise to fame. Her unique style, rooted in her nervous beginning, ultimately became her trademark, paving the way for a legendary career filled with timeless films and enduring allure. While filming To Have and Have Not, Bacall and Humphrey Bogart started a romance that would become one of Hollywood's most famous love stories. At that time, Bogart was already a big star, and Bacall was just beginning her career. Despite Bogart being married to Mayo Metha, their chemistry was powerful both on screen and in real life. Bogart, who was 25 years older than Bacall, was drawn to her stunning looks, quick wit, and inner strength. They met in 1943, and within just 3 weeks, they were involved in an affair that changed their lives forever. Bogart made the decision to divorce Mayo Metha, a move that was difficult but driven by his feelings for Bacall. Their relationship continued to grow, and in 1945, they got married, only 7 months after their first film together became a hit. Bacall was only 20 years old, and Bogart was 45, but their bond was deep and genuine, lasting through many challenges. Their love story showed how Hollywood romance can defy odds, blending passion, commitment, and the power of true connection. Their marriage became a symbol of love that endured despite the pressures of fame and personal struggles. This relationship, born during the filming of a movie, became legendary, and their story remains one of the most romantic tales in cinema history. After marrying Humphrey Bogart, Lauren Bacall's life was forever intertwined with Hollywood legend. Their relationship became famous and is often called one of the most iconic romances in film history. People and newspapers nicknamed Bacall Boogie's baby because of her close connection to Bogart, highlighting how much they captured the public's imagination. Together, they had 2 children. The first was Stephen, born in 1949, and the second was Leslie, born 3 years later in 1952. Their marriage was not just about their personal love, but also their collaboration on the screen. They starred in 3 well-known movies: The Big Sleep, Dark Passage, and Key Largo. These films showed their strong on-screen chemistry, which reflected their real-life bond. However, their relationship was complicated. Bogart was known for drinking heavily and having a reputation as a womanizer. During their marriage, he had an ongoing affair with his secretary, Verita Thompson. Despite this, Bacall remained loyal and devoted to Bogart, standing by him until he died in 1957. Their life together, full of love, struggles, and shared work, remains a remarkable story from Hollywood's golden era. After Bogart's death from cancer in 1957, Bacall faced many difficulties both in her personal life and her career. She found it hard to shake off the image of being Bogart's widow, a label many people used that she disliked deeply. It felt as if she was constantly seen through the lens of her late husband, which made it difficult to be recognized as her own person and actress. Her grieving process was complicated by the loss of her partner and the end of their shared life, which left her feeling lonely and unsure about her future. On top of her emotional struggles, her professional life also faced challenges, as she was sometimes overshadowed by her connection to Bogart regardless of her talents. Adding to her hardships, Bacall became engaged to singer Frank Sinatra, a union that brought its own set of problems. Their engagement ended in heartbreak when the news of their relationship was leaked to the press without her consent. Sinatra, who was angry about the publicity intrusion, ended all contact with her quite suddenly, leaving Bacall humiliated and devastated. Despite the pain, she later made light of the situation, humorously suggesting that Sinatra's decision was actually a blessing. She believed that avoiding marriage to him might have saved her from a life of regret, showing her resilience and sharp wit even in difficult times. These years after Bogart's death marked a period where Bacall fought hard to define her own identity apart from her past, and found ways to cope with the many personal setbacks she encountered along the way. Certainly, Lauren Bacall's second marriage was to actor Jason Robards, whom she married in 1961. Their relationship was marked by constant struggles, mainly due to Robards' ongoing battle with alcoholism. From the start, their marriage faced many difficulties, with Robards' drinking causing tense moments and emotional pain. Bacall vividly remembered a particularly difficult incident on Robards' 40th birthday, when he came home late at night, drunk, and stumbling into their home around 2 a.m. Her frustration reached a breaking point, and she broke a bottle of vodka on him, his birthday cake. This moment reflected the deep frustration and heartbreak that characterized their marriage. Over time, their relationship continued to break down, and the situation worsened when Bacall found a letter from Robards to his mistress, which confirmed her suspicions of fidelity issues. As a result, she decided to end their marriage and filed for divorce in 1969. Despite the chaos and difficulties, they shared a son named Sam, who was born in 1962. The marriage was a mix of love, hardship, and unfulfilled hopes. But through it all, Bacall's strength showed in her decision to end the relationship and move forward. After her second divorce, Lauren Bacall decided to shift her focus away from her personal life and put her energy into her career. She dedicated herself to returning to the stage and making a name for herself there. Her hard work paid off when she starred in the musical Applause in 1970, a show based on the classic film All About Eve. With her powerful performance, Bacall won a Tony Award, and this achievement marked a new chapter in her life. It wasn't just about her past fame or her connection to Humphrey Bogart anymore. It was about her talent and strength as a performer. Winning the Tony helped her stand out as a Broadway star and proved she could succeed outside of movies. Bacall didn't stop there. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, she continued acting on both stage and screen. Her ability to command a role in anything she did showed that she was much more than a film star. She was a versatile actress who could perform equally well in front of a camera or on a stage, earning respect from critics and audiences alike for her talent and dedication. Her success on Broadway was a significant part of her career revival and helped cement her place as one of the great performers of her time. Bacall's focus on her craft led her to new heights and allowed her to show that her talent was timeless and adaptable across many forms of entertainment. Moving forward, Bacall's work on Broadway continued to receive high praise from critics, reinforcing her reputation as a talented actress beyond the silver screen. In 1981, she achieved a milestone by winning her second Tony Award, this time for her portrayal of the lead in the musical Woman of the Year. This role was particularly noteworthy because it had been made famous by Katharine Hepburn, a Hollywood legend. Bacall's ability to step into such an iconic role and bring her own unique touch demonstrated her versatility and deepened the respect she earned in the theater world. Her performance was widely celebrated and contributed to her lasting legacy as one of the most accomplished actresses of her era. During this period, despite her remarkable success on stage, her film career slowed down significantly. She shifted her focus to the stage and maintained a presence in the entertainment industry through guest appearances on television and in movies. Bacall's enduring talent and adaptability kept her in the spotlight, even as her prolific film work took a back seat. Her continued involvement in different facets of entertainment showed her commitment to her craft and her ability to reinvent herself across different media formats. Whether on stage, in front of the camera, or on television, Bacall remained an influential figure, admired for her depth, charisma, and the unmistakable quality she brought to every role she played. Her legacy grew not only from her groundbreaking film performances, but also from her passionate work on Broadway and her ongoing contributions to the entertainment industry. Despite her many accomplishments in film and stage, Lauren Bacall's work continued to be recognized in later years through prestigious nominations and honors. In 1996, she received an Academy Award nomination for her supporting role in the film The Mirror Has Two Faces, which starred Barbra Streisand. Many in Hollywood believed she was a strong favorite to win the Oscar, given her talent and stature. However, the award ultimately went to Juliette Binoche, and Bacall's reaction was caught on camera, revealing her disappointment. Even though she did not win, her legacy in Hollywood was already firmly established through decades of iconic performances, elegant screen presence, and her unmistakable voice. Her contributions to the film industry did not go unnoticed, and in 2009, she was honored with an honorary Oscar. This special award celebrated her lifelong achievements and the impact she made on Hollywood and audiences around the world. When she accepted the honorary Oscar, she did so with her characteristic wit, joking that, "a man at last," while holding the golden statue, highlighting her sharp humor and personality that made her beloved both on and off the screen. Her continued recognition proved that her place in film history was secure, and her legacy endured beyond awards and nominations, inspiring generations of actors and fans alike. As she entered her final years, Lauren Bacall's feelings about Hollywood shifted significantly. She became more disillusioned with the industry he had once thrived in, feeling that her time there was no longer as fulfilling as it once was. She longed for privacy and sought to distance herself from the constant glare of the spotlight. Although she still participated in film projects and related activities, she grew increasingly selective about the roles she accepted. Her focus shifted from career ambitions to cultivating her personal life, cherishing her relationships with friends and family more than ever before. Bacall valued her independence deeply. She chose to live on her own terms, refusing to be drawn back into the Hollywood machine. She lived quietly, enjoying the comfort of her independence until her passing in 2014 at the age of 89. Her legacy stretches far beyond her iconic looks and performances. She is remembered as a symbol of strength and independence, a woman who challenged the expectations of Hollywood and forged her own path. Bacall's life story continues to inspire countless women and actresses who admire her courage to follow her own heart and stand apart from societal norms. Her influence endures, showing that true strength comes from within and the importance of staying true to oneself. Moreover, her story reminds us that outward strength does not always shield us from inner pain. Lauren Bacall's experiences with love show that vulnerability is part of being human, regardless of how confident one appears. Her life suggests that high standards and seeking genuine connection can sometimes lead to disappointment instead of happiness, especially when others do not meet those expectations. Despite her romantic setbacks, Bacall continued to pursue her passions and maintained her iconic status, demonstrating resilience and grace. Her journey highlights that emotional struggles can happen to anyone, even those with a commanding presence and incredible talent. In the end, her story encourages us to understand the complex nature of love and the importance of compassion, both for others and ourselves. It leaves us with a sense of admiration for her strength and a recognition that everyone's path includes ups and downs, no matter how glamorous their public life may